We were the first ones to build on the ProMaster chassis, and we launched as soon as the chassis became available in North America. You know, they produced these for the North American market with an American drivetrain. And since then, this floor plan has become the #1 selling Class B floor plan in the United States. Watashi wa Russ Gaffin desu. Winnebago の開発部長。30年に日本Winnebago 広報社に勤めています。I am the Director of Product Management for Winnebago Industries. I am responsible for all of our Class B motorhomes and all of our Class C motorhomes. I've been at Winnebago for 30 years, just a little over 30 years, and fortunate to live right there in beautiful Forest City. Actually, I started Winnebago when I moved back to the United States from Japan. And I majored in Japanese in college at the University of Iowa. And so at that time, Winnebago was exporting motorhomes into Japan. And so because I spoke Japanese, I got into the Winnebago, helping with the export of Winnebagos to Japan. And that's where I got my start. Then I got involved with, making the products easier to homologate in Japan. So we did a lot of product changes to try to fit to the Japanese market more, and that got me into the product side. Then I got deeper and deeper into the product side, and eventually became our product training manager for the US, and then got into product development.
My father was in the business and actually worked for Winnebago when I was in high school. And so I started at a Winnebago dealer in Syracuse, New York, learning the business from the ground up. I started out washing motorhomes.
Wow.
Would have been 18 or 19 years old.
Right as you started college.
Right as I started college. As a freshman in college, my first summer job was at a Winnebago dealer. This is some of our #1 seniority employees. We keep track of how long everybody's worked here, and obviously our founder, John K. Hansen's up there. We've kind of got a history display here. Started out as a trailer manufacturer. A lot of people don't realize that. So we just wanted to kind of create a little visitors area where folks could get a better understanding of our history and some of the things that we've done here.
The Travato, was something brand new for us. I think it started a new era on the ProMaster chassis. I've always been especially interested in the compact coaches, thinking that there is a place for those in the United States, and so this is one of those. We spent a lot of time talking to the folks at Fiat before the chassis ever came to the United States, and thinking about, boy, this would be a great chassis to build a motorhome on. So it really makes a great RV floor plan. So we were always, trying to encourage those guys to bring it over to the United States, and eventually it happened. And so we were the first ones to build on the ProMaster chassis, and so we were kind of exclusive for the first 2 years on this chassis, and then got quite a head start, I guess you could say. So we started looking at that, and we put it together, and we said, yeah, this is pretty nice. And since then, this floor plan has become the #1 selling Class B floor plan in the United States.
My name is Patrick Eastman. I'm a welder at Winnebago Industries. Weld brackets on the chassis, wire tabs, and anything that needs to be ran for LP. I've been at Winnebago for about 6 years. I started out doing wiring and wanted to learn how to weld, so I learned that.
Sumo Strikes. So far, what's it been like for you?
Honestly, it's one of the easiest jobs I have here. We do enjoy doing them. They go by really quick. They're very simple to install, and it's not a lot of stress or hard work for us.
Yeah. What's been your personal experience specifically on Sumo Springs?
So my very first exposure to them was we got wind that through the Travato owners Facebook group that the owners were buying them and installing them themselves. And that's one of the things we pay attention to. We get credit for listening to the consumer, but I think we deserve that credit because we really do pay attention. When they're all demanding it and they're all doing it and they all recognize what a great benefit it is, well, shoot, we should just go ahead and put it on. Don't take this the wrong way. Yeah. They're just there and they work, and yes. They don't break, and You can feel the difference in the ride. We obviously we point it out because they come as standard equipment on the latest generation of the Travato. I think some people will actually have a hard time appreciating it because they didn't drive it before.
For a long time, we've been aware that our customers are adding Sumo Springs, and they're the ones that come into us saying, hey, why don't you put those Sumo Springs in your coach? I actually put them on my coach myself. My first Travato that I got them just for the back. The main reason that I got them is for the extra almost inch of ride height. I've never had any issues with clearance since I did that. Certainly seems to be more of a firmer ride, more stable feeling. You know, you don't get as much of the, you know, as you're coming in and out of driveways and things like that. Like it very much, and I like that it's a little bit more European on the feel of ride and handling. So it fits the van pretty good. So we are very much focused on our owners and the experiences that they have with the motorhomes. So yeah, the Sumo Springs will make their driving experience better and their parking experience better. But yeah, we're always looking for ways to keep going that way and focus on what the actual customers are doing with our coaches.
We're passionate about creating extraordinary experiences for people as they live, work, and play in the outdoors. To provide vehicles that enable them to do that, it's pretty special. We're fortunate that a lot of people love our product and they're using them in ways that are just spectacular.